The Wings of Icarus. There was once a very clever man called Daedalus. Minos, the king of Crete, bade him make a labyrinth full of passages that turned here and there, crossed one another, and twisted and wound about in such a way that no one could find his way out once he was in. Daedalus made a marvelous maze, and the king was delighted with it. But before long a quarrel came up between the two, and Minos shut Daedalus up in a tower. With him was his young son, Icarus. For a long time Daedalus tried to escape, and at last he did so. But Crete was an island, and as soon as the king heard that his prisoner had gone from the tower, he set guards round the coast with orders to search every ship before it sailed from Crete. Daedalus knew this, and despaired of escaping from the island. But at last he bethought himself of the air. Minos may be king of the land and sea, he said, but he is not ruler of the air. I will escape on wings. He gathered together a great heap of soft feathers and sorted them out into large and small. Then, beginning with the smallest, he stuck them tightly together with wax. When he came to the large ones, he threaded them one onto the other, and in this way made a marvelous pair of wings. When they were finished, he fastened them to his shoulders, and casting himself down from a height, was delighted to find that he could fly. He flew here and there, and then satisfied that he really could fly, he floated down to his wondering son Icarus. "Make me some wings too," begged Icarus. "I will help you." The boy began to sort out the feathers for his father. Daedalus stuck them together with wax, and then he threaded the larger ones just as he had done for his own wings. Soon a second pair was ready, and with trembling fingers Daedalus fastened them to his son's shoulders. "You must practice first," he told him. "We cannot fly from this island over the sea to the distant land, unless you know how to manage your wings. Even the birds must learn to fly." Icarus soon learned how to manage his big feathery wings. In delight his father watched him flying here and there, up and down, like a giant bird. When he saw that his boy could manage his wings wisely and cunningly, he made plans for their escape. "We will start when the sun rises," he said, "for we must have all the day to see our way over the sea. Sleep well, Icarus, and rise early." When the sun rose, Daedalus fastened his own wings and then strapped the second pair to his son's shoulders. "Follow me," he said. "Do not fly too low, or the spray from the sea will damp your wings and clog the feathers. Do not fly too high, or the sun will melt the wax from your wings, and then you will fall. Fly along the middle way, and you will be safe." So saying, he rose into the air, followed by the excited youth. High they flew over the fields and hills, and shepherds and ploughmen cried out in amazement to see such a strange sight. "See, there fly two gods!" cried the onlookers, and fell upon their knees in awe. Soon Daedalus and Icarus left the island behind and flew over the sea. Icarus was excited and happy, and soon feeling safe on his big wings. He flew higher into the air. He was cold, and when the sun warmed him, he flew higher still, rejoicing in the heat. But soon he flew too high, and the sun began to melt the wax that had held the feathers together. They became loose and floated down to the sea. Icarus beat his arms up and down in fear, but his wings would no longer bear him. Down he fell, and down. At last the sea swallowed him, and he was drowned. Daedalus suddenly turned to see if his son was close behind. When he missed him, he called out in fear, "Icarus! Icarus, my son, where are you?" But there was no reply. In despair, Daedalus flew down to the waters, and there, floating lightly on the waves, were the feathers that had been his son's two wings. Then Daedalus knew that Icarus had drowned, and he lamented bitterly. He found the body of his son and carried it to land, grieved that he alone should arrive alive and safe. In memory of Icarus, he called the waters the Icarian Sea, and to this day they bear the same name.